The United States Army's dining in ceremony and tradition evolved from the British military. British units, such as the Bengal Lancers, frequently conducted officers' mess during the colonial period in India. As time progressed, the dining in became a normal part of the military social calendar. Perceptive commanders realized that a formal banquet allowed for the recognition of outstanding personnel, as well as the building of camaraderie among the members of their units. The oldest recorded American dining in occurred in September 1716 rather. Governor Spotswood of Virginia, along with a company of American Rangers, crossed the Blue Ridge Mountains and descended into the Shenandoah Valley, then Indian country. A member of the company wrote, "We had a good dinner, and afterwards we got the men together, loaded all their arms. We drank to the king's health in champagne and fired a volley. The princess's health with burgundy and fired a volley. And with claret and fired a volley. We drank to the governor's health and fired another volley. We had Virginia red wine, white wine, whiskey, brandy, shrubs, rum, champagne, savory punch, cider, and anything else that was available. In both the First and Second World Wars, American forces in Europe were exposed to this custom and readily assimilated it into their own fun tradition, combining the best aspects of their own mandatory messes with those of Allied units. In general, the dining in is a formal banquet in which a high degree of military atmosphere is maintained. Together with an air of tradition and fellowship, it is customary during these functions to recognize those who have made outstanding contributions to the service, to hear an address by distinguished guests, and to present a series of toasts to dignitaries and chiefs of state. My fellow soldiers, I would now like to introduce to you the members of the head table. Command Sergeant Major Houston, Major Wolf, Major Garcia, Lieutenant Colonel Hurley. And our honored guest and speaker tonight is Lieutenant Colonel Promotable William Graham.
Mr. Vice. Yes, Mr. President. Explain to the men the meaning of the gavel, how to gain recognition, and other rules of the mess.
The gavel is used to signal the members of the mess. 3 raps of the gavel require your silence and attention, whether you're standing or seated. 2 raps indicate that you are standing on your chair at your place. 1 rap indicates that you are sit down in your chair. No one leaves the mess unless authorized by me, Mr. Vice. A point of order may be called to correct a fellow member. However, an individual wishing to do so must first stand and be recognized. Likewise, toasts may be raised in a similar manner. These 2 procedures will be in place throughout the night. To gain recognition, one must stand from their chair and request to be recognized again by me, Mr. Vice. Your request may be either permitted or denied, depending on my mood. Toasting with an uncharged glass is highly discouraged and will be punished. I will now state the first 4 rules of the mess. Rule number 1, there will be no drinking and driving throughout the entire night. Anyone choosing to consume alcohol must be taken home by a designated driver. 2, each table must appoint a gunner who has the responsibility of ensuring each guest's water glass is full at all times. Water can be found at the bar location. The gunner is usually the lowest ranking person seated at the table. If ranks are equal, then the president of the mess or myself may be called upon to make the decision. 3, a point of order may be called either allow or dismiss the individual's request at the time he or she must be seated. If Mr. Vice allows the individual to state said point of order, and Mr. Vice may solicit a recommendation or appropriate action, or he may choose one himself. Some examples are straight from the grog wall, sing the Army song, engineer song, push ups to the president of the Met, or pay a fine deemed appropriate by myself. Note 2 bids is equal to 25 cents. Finally, rule number 4. Toast can be raised at any time, but must be presented in an appropriate format. To present a toast, the individual must stand and be recognized once again by saying, Mr. Vice, I would like to present a toast. Mr. Vice may allow or deny such request. To elaborate any further on the rules would be presumptuous and rude of me. I will allow you to learn them as we go. This will make for more enjoyable evening.
Mr. Vice.
Yes, Mr. President.
Mr. Vice, sample the wine to see if it is palatable to the taste.
Mr. President, I have sampled the wine and find it to be of the finest bouquet, the sweetest blend. The clarity of the wine is like that of a fine diamond, and unlike that of box wine. Having the ability to hold the light, and its aroma is reminiscent of a summer evening after the rain. The undertones are some of the finest that I've tasted in Europe, and I make it a point to taste as many as possible. The grapes that make up this wine are no doubt grown by the finest artisans in Germany. This wine is deserving of consumption by the 55th year of death.
Thank you, Mr. Vice. We may proceed to the chair.
Ladies and gentlemen, please ensure your glasses are charged at this time.
By the way, by the way, guess what? Kill me. I outrank you both. Hey, Tweeka, both of you guys fucking failing. Fill my ass.
I'm calling him over here.